Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg, and I'm going to go over a coin called Flow. I just want to make you guys, like some of you guys, aware of this coin. I've been checking it out a little bit more, and I'm starting to notice a pattern. The coins, especially the layer ones coins that have a lot of users on them, they're a lot stronger. And obviously, I made a post on Twitter. Here's my Twitter page on Twitter about that, where the coins that have a lot less users, like a phantom and a dot, they're looking a little bit more weak. Not saying that they can't go bullish. Obviously, they can go bullish, but I think they'll be a little bit slower to start. However, there's a coin that has quite a few users on it. Quite a few, actually, guys, if you check into it, and it's Flow. And just looking at this, and I've done a Fibonacci check from here, on its retrace with this Kraken chart, and it's at a 786 retrace. And you also have, if you do a retrace on this leg, you have basically a tag more or less right there at 1.618 on that nice three-wave swing. And then you have a bullish reaction, in my opinion, off the bottom, and it's doing a correction. You can actually see up, 1, 2, 3, down. So to make you guys aware of this, I'm going to be looking at this a lot more closer, taking a lot more serious as a long-term trade. Here's the deal with it too. You have a lot of people like with XRP as an example where they're breakout traders. The problem is in a bearish times, possibly, where I think that we're actually in a process of bottoming right now and coming out of it, is that doing breakout trading in a bear market, in my opinion, is very dangerous. So I prefer to be a bottom dweller in a bear market, if you will, and to come down here and take a little bit more risk with Flow. Okay. Now, let me go over to the daily chart with you guys and I'll show you, not only do you have, let me go to a 3-day chart. Not only do you have a nice 786 retracement and a 1.618 on that three-wave swing, a little bit of bullishness off the bottom, and then you have a nice correction back down to go retest it. You also have a coin that has dropped a total of 97%. Okay. I don't like the fact how high that came in the RSI down there. So that's something to be aware of. Let me check the weekly on that. Okay. Yeah. So a little bit, be aware of that. That's giving you indications it could be a fake out and it could be dropping more. However, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this reaction off the bottom that it did. And it's certainly impulsive. Whether this is an ABC remains to be seen. But I like the correction that it has coming down. So I have target areas that I think it could land at. As it's already touched that $1.57. I'm looking at $1.51, and then a potential of a $1.38 swing back down to those areas, maintaining that low. So based off the Fibonacci numbers and everything that I'm looking at, I think that's definitely a significant bottom at $1.14 for Flow, and you'd be risking something like this. 18% more or less, or depending on where you want to put your stop, you can take less of it with a potential upside swing on Flow. So let's say this is just a fake out bounce, and you have a 1-to-1 at $3.70, more or less up there, 145%, and potentially, if it decides to really rock and roll on a bounce on a C wave, you're looking at a 2-3x right there, guys. So just in that little play. However, I'm not looking at it like that short-term trade either, guys. I'm looking for a longer-term swing trade. Any inkling of bullishness right here, and more people gravitating towards Flow, this is definitely going to start making moves, in my opinion, guys. So everything overall looks really, really good, in my opinion. The sequences, the fib levels. As I said, not financial advice. This is a higher risk play, but you want to get into these coins like this where nobody's paying attention. Everything's going down. Even the moon boy. There's even moon boys now that are bearish, which is a good sign to me. Everybody's going to be going bearish, depending on what the Fed does today. I was waiting to make a video after the Fed meetings to kind of see what was going on with that today. But I'm checking out Flow, and maybe the Fed meeting will push this thing all the way down too. So realize too, in a move like this, that it can come all the way down and retest those lows. So realize that. So Not necessarily saying that I'm going to be picking at $1.38. Obviously, you want to see the wave sequence and see where it's going to go to. All right, guys. So everything looks pretty decent for flow, in my opinion. And don't expect this thing to just immediately do a moonshot either. You know, realize that it could do a move. It can make a move like this, and then it might do a smaller one over here and a smaller one, kind of like what XRP did in my previous video that I made. It looked like it made a wave one, came back down, went through a long correction, came back down over here, decided to go up a little bit. It could be coming back down, might go up a little bit higher again or lower, and then do some more, and then finally get out of there. Same thing can happen here with flow. So, like I said, goes up one, double it, you know, may take some profits, could swing back down, and then I'm looking at it for a longer term trade, swing trade too, guys. Okay, longer term with this coin, just because of the amount of users and the fibs and the retraces and everything that I'm looking at with flow. Price targets on something like this and say a nice wave run, in my opinion, is it would probably, you know, be testing these areas right here at 3x, and then definitely into those areas, and then if it even gets near, you know, previous highs of 30 to 35. I mean, look at the numbers right there, guys. You're looking at 10, 15, maybe even a 20x. Made all the way to the end of my video. Do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.